Hello and welcome back to the Marathon HSC podcast, the podcast dedicated to senior high school students undertaking the HSC. I'm your host, Sarah, and this is episode 4 of season 1, the English series on the common module Texts and Human Experiences. Today, we're talking about the very first of many common module texts, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. We'll be looking into the themes, values, context, characters, and so much more. So, let's get started. Context. First off, let's set the scene. This book takes us back to World War II, exploring life in France and Germany during those tough times. The novel is deeply rooted in the historical and political events of World War II, examining the human cost of conflict. It reflects the economic struggles and displacements caused by the war. In All the Light We Cannot See, we look at the impact of the Second World War on humans on the individual level and on the societal level. Anthony Doerr, our author, was born in 1973, long after the events of World War II. His personal experiences and research contribute to the depth and authenticity of the novel. Traditional values. Think courage, resilience, patriotism, national identity, loyalty, duty, and sacrifice. Those are the traditional values that pop up in the story. It's all about how people handle themselves during wartime and the tricky decisions they have to make. Themes and concepts explored. So, what's on the menu theme-wise? War's a big one, obviously. Here, Doerr previews the devastating effects of war on individuals and societies, his text serving as an exploration of the moral complexities faced by characters caught in the conflict. Doerr also investigates the capacity of individuals to endure and find hope in the face of adversity, opening our eyes to the resilience of the human spirit in overcoming physical and emotional challenges. Then there's this beautiful exploration of human and cultural connection, like how people find strength in each other even when things get super tough, but also emphasizing the richness of cultural connections and the shared humanity that transcends national borders. And we can't forget the moral dilemmas that the characters wrestle with, where we uncover the difficulty in making ethical choices in times of war, especially those that challenge traditions, right versus wrong. Purpose of the author. Doerr's goal? He wanted to paint a real picture of what it's like being a human during wartime. He wanted us to feel the struggle, but also hold on to hope. It's like a reminder of the strength we have, even when everything seems to be falling apart. Mainly, Doerr warns against the dehumanizing effects of war, urging readers to empathize with the individuals caught in its grasp. He also advocates for the importance of human connection, irrespective of cultural or national differences. Readings and critical analyses. Critics love this one for its poetic writing, intricate characterization, and the way it captures the human cost of war as it evokes empathy in its audience. Some deep thinkers have taken it so far as to dive into the sensory experiences, like the symbolism of light and darkness throughout the story. Impact on the audience. And how did the readers react? Oh, they loved it. The novel resonated with readers for its emotional depth and thought-provoking themes. Also, All the Light We Cannot See won some big awards, including the Pulitzer Prize in 2015 for fiction. Key ideas demonstrated. Alright, what are we learning here? Number 1, the power of radio. Radio serves as a metaphor for connection and communication during the time of isolation in this book. Number 2, nature of time. The novel explores the non-linear nature of time, suggesting that some aspects of human experience transcend temporal boundaries. Number 3, blindness and seeing. Metaphorically, the novel explores different ways of seeing beyond the physical, emphasizing understanding and empathy. Number 4, survival. Survival is another big theme. These characters show us how to keep going when everything isn't. Plus, there's this cool idea that everyone's lives are connected, and even small choices can have a big impact in the grand scheme of things. Textual integrity. And the book's got staying power. It's consistent in its themes, characters are well developed, and the story flows smoothly. So it's got that textual integrity. Integrity meaning that something can last. So textual integrity is all about how long a text is able to last. And for this one, it's a lot. Now remember to add that one to your vocabulary. Character analysis. Let's talk characters. Marie-Laure LeBlanc. Blind since childhood, Marie-Laure symbolizes resilience and adaptability. Werner Fanning, a German orphan trying to figure out what's right in a messed up world, reflects the moral struggles faced by individuals caught up in the machineries of war. So, there you have it. All the Light We Cannot See in a nutshell. It's a powerful story about humanity during wartime, and it's got everything. Courage, connection, and some tough moral choices. And that's it from me for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, we're on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, and on the podcast platforms Spotify, Apple, and Google Podcasts at Marathon HSC. So give us a follow to hear our latest updates. Otherwise, let me know if you have any questions about what we've covered today in the Q&A box attached to this podcast episode, and I'd be happy to discuss them in the very next episode. This is Sarah from the Marathon HSC podcast. and I will see you all back here tomorrow.